Good morning, everyone. I say morning, it's probably evening somewhere out there. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's good to see you all. And always pleasure to talk with you. It's always fun to grow and learn, you know. Um, so I hope you're all doing well. I know that it can be a struggle sometimes. And then sometimes, you know, there's just so much out there and opinions and ideas. Sometimes it's hard to stay focused. But you know, this is where you experiment on yourself. You know, if you take everything we're talking about in these videos and you play with that, you're going to be really happy you did. You're going to really discover what's causing all these problems that man's suffering with. And it's so simple, you know, but that's the game. You know, we're in the game here. And the more lost you can get, the better the game to God. Because God already knows itself. But it has to lose itself, so the drama is good. You know, the more you're lost, the drama is really good. And that's it. And it's the mind, and it's the focus, and it's the desires. And we're just focusing in on our journeys and what we want to do next and what we want to do. This is the playground. For many of you, though, on the spiritual side, you're wakening up from that and you're deciding that you've played on the playground a long time. And it's time that, I want to go home. So you're awakening up. You're starting to stop thinking so much, you know. People make so much out of so little. And a little thing. And this thing of Dan McDonald, Danny. Bro. You know I love you, man. That was no statement. You didn't even review the video, man. You know, you already know. We've talked about this before. You even talked about it in my class, balance. You know, and I use you because you're a good guy to use. And I use myself. Because I was very much like Dan McDonald, you know, tore it up with the raw, deep as I could go. But then I needed to find some balance, because if you don't, the chances of getting highly narcissistic is there. And you can see that, and it's just there, and it's really a love narcissism, because you wanna help people, and yet I didn't know I was being that way. I think I was being too strong, you know. But I never have anything bad to say about Dan McDonald, so I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, sometimes people make a lot to do about nothing, honey. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying about getting out of the mind, because something was perceived wrong or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. But, you know, life isn't worth wasting and playing those kind of games. I'm not a game player like that, guys. I don't know. I just don't play those kind of things. I love everybody out there. So I don't know what's going on with this. This is Miss C. Could you please talk about karma and and what can do to get rid of it? Good question, dear. Sometimes we do things and don't realize the consequences or how much we have hurt another, although we are good people. And this is true, Miss C. Well, I'll tell you, even though for Christians karma is a strange word, I think in today's world so many people are using it. I saw some senator use it the other day and I thought, how cool, because it really says what Jesus says in one word. Jesus said you reap what you sow. So that's several words, but karma is one word saying the same thing. See, when you realize we're all just one, we all come out of the same God, it's we have different ways of looking at things and different ways of interpreting things, and that's what's called levels of consciousness or states of consciousness. When you let all of that go, you become one of pure consciousness. In other words, you now become one of the one. But till then, everything appears to be isolates, just like in chemistry, isolating chemistry. Everything seems to be individual pieces. Everything's its own thing. Everything's separate from another. You have thought motivating materiality, and you have emotions driving thought. So this is how creation starts to form itself and to create itself. Therefore, there's the drama. There's the honey boo-boo over here, and here's the swamp man over here. And over here is Dancing with the Stars, and the voice is over here. I mean, that's what it's about, you know. But there's a time when some of you are going to want to get out of the grind of that, of creation, and that is where karma keeps going. That's where you perpetuate. Karma keeps you perpetuated in your next drama. You create your next experiences. No one else does. I mean, if you allow them, but it's all about you and what you allow and what you create. So when you get more centered with the self, meaning that you stop that chattering mind so much. Just talked to Chris up in Canada. We were talking about the chattering mind. You know, and this is the thing. The mind loves to go out there and just talk away. That's its job. It likes to look and compare and analyze. That's the mind. Consciousness already knows all of that. Consciousness is the knower of it all. All things are created out of consciousness or out of God itself. And all you can say about an infinite being like that is a huge bunch of intelligence, because there's no words to define that. So, karma, the best way to stop karma is to stop thinking. Stop desiring. There's two things. Deal with the emotions and deal with the mind. Those are the two greatest principles of creation, except at this physical level, which is the lowest level attempted by God. And this level is chemical, where the next level is not near chemical. It's just a huge difference between these different realms of heaven. And as Jesus said, my Father's mansion has many rooms. My Father's worlds have many levels. Same thing. You know, it's there in Christianity, it's there in Buddhism and Hinduism, it's there at all levels. Can't speak to Muhammad, though, and I'll say that for that guy that beat me up. Don't know. I read those works years and years ago. I've studied all religions years ago. I just can't remember a lot of them. It's just that you have to move away from man-made, man-created, fear-based stuff. And the idea, if your religion in any way hurts people, look at Christianity, man, slaughter city of humans. So when you look back historically, there's been a lot of deaths over God, and my God's better than your God, and that's part of the drama, because the illusion of that is that it's all one again. And that's what's happening on this site. If you haven't noticed, we're all becoming one powerful group of people. Good. So karma, if you want to stop karma, stop thinking and stop desiring. Those are the two things. In other words, stop creating. Thought creates. Emotions create. Stop it for a while. Realize you have everything you need. Most of you probably have all you need, all this materiality. I mean, when you go to Africa, you go to some of these poor places. I've been down in near Haiti and Dominican. What you have is a little shack with holes all through it, living right on the ocean. So, we're steeped. I remember when I first went to the south of France, I was wondering where the Home Depots were. Where's Walmart? I need to go get something. It's not like that. So depends where we're raised and what's around us that we get used to. But in reality, you need very little to live. Shelter, food, the basics. And so if you have that or more, then enjoy that to the max. Sometimes the less you have, the happier you are, because everything you own, you have a tie to that. Believe it or not. Oh, isn't that a pretty little thing? But you have I love that. You have a tie to it, energetically speaking. And the more ties you have, energetically speaking, the less you have yourself. The more you have a little attention there, a little attention there, a little attention there, a little of your attention over there. And then all your kids and your loved ones and your families. Pretty soon, you don't know who you are, because you have your attention all over the place when you don't understand who you are, the one that has the attention. And that's consciousness, and you have to get that. And the only way to really find that out is to stop thinking and stop planning. Stop looking outside of yourself for the answers, because you won't find any. Most of the answers are within. You are the answer. You're the big answer to the whole puzzle. It's just, how do you crack the you? So that's how you get rid of karma, dear one. And just don't care anymore. Just know that, just absorb into the bliss of God. And I'll say the Sufis have a nice little thing called God absorption. And that's I love that word, God absorption. And that's what I try to do in every moment, is just be and absorb into that which I perceive as the all. And to do that, I don't try to limit anything to small things, like thoughts and desires and things like this. You do the best you can. You keep working, you keep working, you keep working. And the more you just work in the now, in the present moment, the more the answers start flooding in. And you don't have to really start thinking and realize you have to go read and study, because you already have the key to all the answers. And that's the highest level of academics in that sense, because it is the all of the all. And that is the creator of thought and of academics. So you're beyond that. Pretty cool stuff, to tell you the truth. One should always have fun with things. People are so uptight. It's like this thing with Dan McDonald. I walked in this morning. He goes, Dan McDonald did an hour video on you. And it's like, what? You know, his wife picked up something, her girlfriend picked up something on YouTube. It's like, what? And he didn't even look at the YouTube? Come on, man. I mean, I don't live in these worlds, guys. I don't live in this is the drama. Get away! I'm not a drama kind of guy, man. I'm a recluse. My focus is on God and truth. I mean, if you can't take it, get off the pot. You know, but truth is truth. And I've never said anything about my buddy, but still, you know, I mean, we have to get balanced. If you get way out of balance, you pick up on things, or sometimes you hear things that's not even true. And so that's, you know, it's just, we have to get beyond those petty type of things. We're all working as one. I think most of you have a good sense of who I am by now. And so we all want to be one. I've opened this whole thing up for you guys, and I'll tell you, it's fun. And we need to be happy together, and we need to change the world. Forget this little petty arguments among. The problem is that this guy's over there, this guy's over there. You got to have 60 bananas a day. You got to have this over here a day. You got to have this over here a day. Who cares?